Good afternoon. Adina Felt here, and I'm here to talk with you about life guides and life paths. Let's imagine that we're up here in heaven or the hereafter, whatever you want to call it, the in-between state, in-between life state. Okay, so here we are, and we're thinking about being born again. And we're asking ourselves some questions. We're asking ourselves, what do we want to accomplish in this lifetime? Who do we want to work with this lifetime? Who do we have karma with that we need to adjust in this lifetime? Who are the people we have the most fun with? Because we would like to be with the people we have the most fun with in our life's journeys here on the earth plane as well. Who is it that's in your soul group? Because when we're born again, and in between lives, all the time, we belong to a particular soul group. That soul group is made up of souls that are working on the same themes that we are working on when we come to earth in our physical bodies. Soul groups tend to come back together again and again, and they tend to play different roles within the group, but they still tend to come back in the group. A good example of that would be my grandmother has been my mother before, and my grandfather has been my brother before, and my former husband has been my former husband before, but he's also been my wife before. We all belong to the same soul group, and we change the roles we play in the dramas that we create for ourselves. We're in this play. When we're coming down to planet Earth, we're in this play, and we write the play, we direct the play, and we are the actors in the play. When we're writing the play that we're going to star in on planet Earth, we work with a life guide. A life guide, we all have a life guide who's around all the time. It's the life guide's job to keep us as nearly as possible to the path that we have planned for ourselves before we came into our bodies to be here on the earth again this time around. The life guide knows what the high points are that we've charted for ourselves. We can draw a little chart like a map. Sometimes it looks, I thought I had a contract over here. Sometimes it's a contract that you draw up. Sometimes, I don't think it's ever a verbal agreement. I think it's too complicated for that. But my experience has been that before we come back here again, this is what I've been shown by my guides and my teachers, my spirit guides and spirit teachers. Before coming to earth again, we meet with other people in our soul group. We meet with our significant other or soulmate if we have one. We meet with our teachers, our spiritual guides, and we meet with a life guide. And we appoint the life guide to keep us on the path that we've chosen for ourselves in this body, on the earth plane, at this time, in this century. So, the life guide in you, before coming here, you'll chart things like who am I going to marry? Who's going to be my first boyfriend? Who am I going to marry? How many children will I have? Where will we live? When you do the charting, you may chart in a lot of free choice or not a whole lot of free choice. But my observation has been, in the readings that I've done for other people and in my own life, that there are some things we chart in that can be changed and some things that can't be changed. Only about 1/3 of what we put into our life agreement, our life plan, only about 1/3 of that can't be changed. We have a tremendous amount of free will. And I'd like to ask people to keep that in mind. You have so much free will. And it's attitude and free will and free choice that change where you are on your life path to get you moving to where you want to be on your life path. The life guide's job is when you say you've come to a crossroads here on planet Earth, and you're not sure which way to go, or maybe you've taken a detour, and you're certainly allowed to take detours. But if the detour goes along too too long, then the life guide will kind of nudge you back onto the path by allowing things or assisting things to happen to you that make you realize that yourself, that you're off your path and that you're not doing what you wanted to do or what you planned to do. So the life guide's job is to help you get from here to here. Now, most people chart within that lifespan. They chart several opportunities to leave, to die, and to go to the other side. But they don't always choose to take those exit points. Some people call them exit points. So that you may chart in your life that you're going to only live a short length of time, or that because of karma, you're only going to be here for, say, 5 years, and then you will have accomplished what you need to accomplish with your parents, and you're going to leave. Or you may decide that I have a lot of stuff I want to accomplish this time around, and I'm going to be here for 95 years, and if I decide I'm bored, I'll check out when I'm 65, okay? You have lots of free choice with this process, and I want to emphasize for that for you, that you have a lot of free choice, but there are a few things that you cannot change, and those things you sort of have to deal with them, because that's all there is to it. You made that choice before you came here, so you can't back out now without getting yourself into a lot of uncomfortable feelings, and I'm unhappy, and my life sucks, and so on and so forth. When you feel that way, you know that perhaps you've gotten off the life path. It's time to take a look at what's happening to you, how did I get here, and where do I want to go. I personally think that's a good time to get a reading, because you can talk to the life guide, or if you're able to do that, talk to the life guide yourself. If you're in touch with your guidance, your spiritual guidance yourself, then would be a good time to talk to your life guide. If you have any further questions about life guides or life plans, you can send them to me for my newsletter, and I'll answer them in my newsletter. And you can sign up for my newsletter at www.aditafelt.com, and I'd be happy to answer any questions then.